All right, let's just jump right in. Your physics exam is coming up fast, and together we are going to absolutely crush the concepts of motion and acceleration. Think of this as your super fast, high-energy cram session.
Are you feeling that pre-exam stress? Yeah, we've all been there. Seeing words like acceleration and non-uniform motion on a study guide can kind of make your stomach drop, but I promise you, they're way simpler than they sound.
So let's do this. For the next little bit, just think of me as your study buddy. We're going to break down everything you need to know piece by piece so you can walk into that exam feeling totally confident.
Okay, first things first. We have to start at the very beginning. Before we can talk about speed or acceleration, we need to have a really solid grasp on what motion even is.
So what is it? It's really just this. An object's position changes compared to what's around it. Like, if I put a pen on my hand and neither are moving, there's no motion. But the second I slide that pen across my palm, boom, its position changed. That's motion. It's the same idea for everything, from a tiny ant to a giant planet.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Motion isn't all the same. There are two main types, and the easiest way to remember them is to think about a road trip. Part of it is just smooth sailing on the highway, and the other part, well, it's that nightmare of driving through a busy city.
This first one, this is your steady cruising on the highway. You've got the cruise control set. For every single minute that goes by, you cover the exact same amount of ground. Let's say 1 mile every minute. That's it. Equal distances in equal time. That's uniform motion. Simple, right?
And then there's city traffic. You know how it is. In 1 minute, you might only move a few feet. The next minute, you're stopped at a red light and go nowhere. Then the light turns green and you floor it, covering a whole block. The time intervals, 1 minute, are the same, but the distance you travel is all over the place. That's non-uniform motion.
So let's put them side by side, because this is a classic exam question. Uniform motion, your steady cruising, means constant speed, same distance every second, and if you graph it, it's a perfectly straight line. Non-uniform, that city traffic, is all about changing speed, different distances, and a messy, curved line on a graph. Lock those differences in.
So all of this naturally leads us to the next big idea. We've talked about things moving, but what about how they speed up or slow down? Well, that, my friend, is where acceleration comes in. It's literally in the name. You hit the accelerator.
Okay, here it is. This is the textbook definition you've got to know. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Now, the key word there is velocity. Remember, velocity isn't just speed. It's speed with a specific direction.
But let's just translate that into plain English. Forget the jargon for a sec. Acceleration is literally just any time an object speeds up, slows down, or changes direction. Pushing the gas pedal? That's acceleration. Hitting the brakes? Yep, that's also acceleration. Turning the steering wheel? You guessed it, also acceleration. It's any change in velocity.
Now for the formula. And look, don't let the letters freak you out. It's actually super simple. A is just acceleration, that's what we're trying to find. V is your final velocity, how fast you ended up. U is your initial velocity, how fast you started. And T is just the time it took. So you just find the change in velocity and divide it by the time. That's it.
And acceleration basically comes in 3 flavors. Positive is what you'd expect. You're speeding up, hitting the gas. Negative acceleration is just a fancy way of saying you're slowing down, hitting the brakes. And the one that sometimes trips people up is zero acceleration. That just means nothing is changing. Your velocity is constant. Your own cruise control, just cruising.
All right, we've covered the big ideas. Now for the best part of any study session, the cheat sheet. This is everything we just talked about, boiled down to the absolute essentials for your final review.
Let's do a lightning round review. Motion, just changing position. Uniform motion, that's our smooth highway cruise. Non-uniform motion, that's our jerky city traffic. And acceleration, any change in velocity, which we can figure out with that simple formula. If you can just remember this table, you are in amazing shape for your exam.
So seriously, take a deep breath. We just went through it all, step by step. These ideas aren't that scary when you see how they connect, right? They're just the building blocks, and now you know how they all fit together. You've totally got this.
So before you go crush that exam, just think about it for a second. What was the one thing that finally clicked for you just now? Was it the city traffic analogy? Or maybe that slowing down is a type of acceleration? Finding that aha moment is what really makes the information stick. Now go get 'em. Good luck.